Hello, welcome to another Friday artwork video here. So yeah, I've got quite a little stack of cards here I want to go through. This particular episode, for whatever reason, and just as the way the cards came out of the binder, it looks like I'm tending to focus more on the commons artwork than anything. Those are just things that caught my eye. I think a lot of the interesting cards artwork wise, but also I suppose mechanic wise, there's a lot of interesting commons in the set. And obviously I've included a number of higher rarities here, including I think obviously rare and mythic. Yeah, there's a lot more commons here than previous episodes I've done, I think. And a number of the Umbras as well, because I wanted to look at those. So let's go through and have a look at some of this. Time of Heroes here. Let me just get a pointer out that I can use. Okay, well, nothing I really want to point out specifically on that one. Okay, Repel the Darkness. I think obviously these are supposed to be Eldrazi. Nomads Possibility. So this is one of the rares, and I have got several rares in here that I pulled. Interesting again, depth, allows us to focus a little bit more on maybe what's going on over here in the background. Oh, this is one I wanted to look at. It's quite busy artwork wise. Another Umbra. Yeah, these look much better like this actually. I'm seeing much more depth in this. Oh, and this is another one I wanted to take a look at. I'm not sure exactly what's going on over here, but it was more this bit here. Sphinx of Magosi. Mortician Beetle. I want to take a look at this. Just to see if there was anything that maybe came to our attention in the foreground that maybe we hadn't noticed when you just look at the card day to day. If indeed Contaminated Ground is a card that you would look at day to day. Oh, this one, yeah. I remember when I saw this, when I first saw the set, and you look at the ability on there, and thinking, just how could I abuse that? And even buying a playset of these. I mean, I never built a deck around it, but I think a playset at the time was pretty cheap for these. There's quite a few horrors around that time. Oh, there's a little figure in the background there, and of course the big hedron in the background. Sorry, a little figure in the foreground, and then the big hedron in the background. Flame Slash. I've always fancied looking at this up close just to see if there's anything going on there, apart from flames, obviously. Blood Birthing. I was interested by whatever this is here. Spawning Breath. That Flame Breath looks like something else. And seeing as I did pull one, I thought it wouldn't hurt to have a bit of Splinter Twin artwork, even though it is banned in Modern. This is a foil I pulled, one of two foils at a high rarity. This is World at War. Again, it doesn't catch great, unfortunately. And the other foil rare was Disaster Radius. Now, oh, look at the figure. See, I never even noticed that. It's there. Yep, Jorga's Tree Speaker. I couldn't help, this is my favourite leveller. Really included for that rather than necessarily the artwork. Another Umbra. I was just curious how the Umbra would look blown up. Neutralise. Another card which, you know, predominantly features a Hedron. Nest Invader. And Awakening Zone. Another rare. Again, these characters here. I'm assuming they are sort of emerging or spawning Eldrazi, maybe. Oh, good old ooze token generator in the form of Gelatinous Genesis. Again with this one I was more curious, have we got anything going on down here? I don't think so. And it was I did want to include the odd rare that didn't specifically have artwork that popped straight away. But I don't see anything else. There. Boar Umbra. And Growth Spasm, again one of these little sort of spawning creatures there, and no surprise to see it's a Eldrazi spawner mentioned on there. There's the Snake Umbra, the other one in green. Oh yeah, this one has always fascinated me, the Sporecap Spider. That's a lot of mushrooms. And then we have one mythic that I did actually manage to pull. The Colony Hydra, heavily invested in green. But green less to cast for each green creature you control. And now moving on to the Eldrazi's. We've got It That Betrays. Certainly a bit of betraying going on there. Spawns by Eel Umbra. Remember I mentioned in the Set Musings episode how the artwork sort of expanded beyond the inner frame. There, and of course that's something we see more of in newer sets. Spasm of Ulamog. Mainly because I wanted to see if there was anything interesting going on down here beyond what I normally see, but not really. I've always been interested by what looks like its feet. And then some regular colourless stuff. So we've got a Keening Stone, which was that weird mill card. Another prominent piece of Hedron artwork. There's a Prophetic Prism. And again with this, it took me a little time, and certainly before I did the video, but you know, I didn't really pay much attention to the fact there was a face here. But yeah, a lot clearer to see that now. And then of course, how could I not finish off with an Evolving Wilds? It's funny they've never really been tempted to do much artwork wise with this, like they have with the other card that it's a functional reprint of, Terramorphic Expanse, where they constantly have you know, set themed artwork. But yeah, this was the first time this particular card was printed in a set. So there we have it. I decided not to look through the actual land artwork. We got a pretty good idea of how they look side by side, which wouldn't have really been made much better on camera. And I have also featured the artwork as well individually, I believe, in my Land Ahoy episode as well. So I figured there wasn't a lot of point in doubling up. Okay, thanks once again for watching. And as I mentioned in the Set Musings episode, I'm going to take a week's break. It's Victoria Day in Canada next Monday, so I won't be recording on that day. And then, so I'll have a week's break, and then we'll be back with M11, so I hope you can rejoin me when we take a look at M11. I'm looking forward to that. There's actually a few more cycles in there, funnily enough, than in Razor the Eldrazi, which is weird when you consider this to be a main set and M11 to be a core set. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.